hello there, friend. Welcome to Chess Pastor.
Time to play a game of chess.
Hey friends, welcome to Chess Pastor. I'm Pastor Timothy, and I'm here to teach you how to be your best friend at chess and life at the same...
Hey Pastor Timothy, I played my best friend at chess last week and got beat, and I'm wondering why watching these Chess Pastor videos isn't doing me any good.
Because we're only on the 4th video.
Oh.
Sorry guys for the cartoon guy. Don't think that you're going to beat your best friend at chess tomorrow.
What?
I'm not saying that to demoralize you, but like I said to the cartoon guy...
We're only on the 4th video.
And just like the pawn, actually... In a chess game, you're never going to see a pawn get from square 1 to square 8 in one turn.
Never gonna happen.
Unless they're cheating.
I seem to recall something being said about that in a previous video.
It tastes bad. It's bad for you. We're not gonna drink it, so...
There it is.
And I would just encourage you to practice. Sit down with your friends. Lose a few games. Everyone always loses before they win. That's so good. I'm gonna take a sip of coffee. And in the same way, don't think that you're going to beat life at life tomorrow. Don't expect that the day after you get saved, that you're gonna be perfect.
What?
It's not a realistic expectation.
Examples of unrealistic expectations include expecting that you'll go to heaven because you're a good person, expecting your dog to drive you to work, expecting your alarm to wake you up when you went to bed an hour ago, expecting to be healthy when all you eat is donuts, expecting this franchise to produce good content. Not gonna happen.
Today, again, we are going to be talking about the pawn.
What?
Part 3.
Here we go.
Today we're going to be talking about how the pawn captures or takes a piece. And honestly, this might be the shortest Chess Pastor video you see because it's really, really simple, okay? Say this with me.
Yeah, a pawn can't move the way that it takes, and a pawn can't take the way that it moves. Oh yeah, a pawn can't move the way that it takes, and a pawn can't take the way that it moves.
Okay, you got the idea? A pawn can't take
The way that it moves. Oh,
there it is.
we're so proud of you.
So, what do I mean? Last video I said,
A pawn moves forwards. Only forwards. One square.
not backwards, not sideways, not diagonally. Now I said a pawn can't take the way that it moves.
Yeah, a pawn can't move the way that it takes.
There, you're saying it with me already.
We're so proud of you.
The pawn takes diagonally forwards. Like this, not like this. There it is.
It's as simple as that.
Now you know how the pawn moves, and now you know how a pawn takes.
Yeah, a pawn can't move the way that it takes, and we got the idea.
All right, time to spiritualize this.
Because everything goes back to the Bible.
You are in a fight against the devil, and you are not going to beat him by doing what you always do. The world says that when you fight an opponent, you get out your sword and you start In the Bible, it works differently. In fact, it literally says, submit to God, resist the devil, and he shall flee. Too many Christians do one without the other. They resist the devil, but they don't submit to God.
There are only two sides in chess, white and black. White pieces can't take white pieces, and black pieces can't take black pieces. It's not racist, it's the rules. There are only two sides in life, God's side and the devil's side. Whoever is on God's side is against the devil, and whoever is on the devil's side is against God.
The devil's not going to flee unless you're submitting to God. You are not going to be on God's army taking out the devil's pieces if you're not on God's army. And then a smaller number of Christians, they will just submit to God, but then the devil does something to them and they don't tell him no.
Examples of things you should usually say no to include when someone asks you to deny Jesus, when someone asks you to eat rotten food, when someone tells you to not watch Chess Pastor, when someone tells you to squander your savings, when someone tells you to stop building Legos, you just say no.
I've talked to far too many people who they're spending their time, energy, heart, soul, and mind submitting to God, but then the devil messes with them in some way and tell the devil no. When you're submitting to God and he comes at you, tell him to stop it in the name of Jesus. He starts making you sick, I don't receive that sickness. Stop it in the name of Jesus. I'm tithing. The devil comes against my finances. Submit to God, resist the devil, and he shall flee. See? It's simple as that. Probably the shortest trespasser video I'm ever going to make.
Curdled milk. It tastes bad. It's bad for you. We're not going to drink it. So it's yours if you want it.
But it's so important. And then next week we're going to talk about the only other exception that the pawn has. And then